So sustainability to Westpath, I think, involves not only the environmental aspects, but the actual impact it has on the people who are making your goods, all the way down from the farmers who are creating your cotton to the people who are hand sewing your items. We try to do everything we can to make sure those people are treated right and paid a living wage. So we started with just an idea of kind of making a side project, or a side hustle, if you will, of seeing if we could kind of create a business where the whole thing wasn't about making money, but so much leaving a more positive impact. We just wanted to focus more on sustainability or the communities we were involved with by also having a business. So we started basically with the idea of selling and making handmade goods, since we knew individual artisans generally are more directly impacted when you buy or sell their goods. It's going directly to someone, it's not going to a big business or a conglomerate. And I guess our first real success was with Mexican board bags. What we did is we took hand-woven Mexican blankets and we decided to hand sew them in our garage and loft after work. Then we went on this faithful surf trip down to Mexico, and we were surfing with some friends, having a good time, and we were saying, hey, what do we do about this? We have no idea how to start a business. We don't know how we're gonna sew more of these things. How do we continue this as kind of a part-time gig and still stay true to our mission? And we realized, there's probably someone in Mexico willing to sew these for us. So the next day after surfing, we decided, let's go knock on some church doors. Churches are kind of community magnets in Mexico. We wanted to enable people to sew on their own and kind of help the community in a one-to-one basis, more or less, with the people in the community. So we knocked on some church doors and found this really cool church with Daniel and Maria, and we said, hey, we'll bring down a sewing machine, we'll bring a fabric pattern, we'll bring all this different material and teach you guys how to sew these. And it takes about an hour to sew a board bag, we'll pay you for each one. And they were super stoked. Maria's like, I actually used to sew for 20 years. I could totally do this. I have tons of people in the church who are looking to work. They can't. They have childcare right now and school's not in. So they want to make some extra money, but they can't work a normal 9 to 5. They're happy to come over to the church and do it. So Maria and Daniel had us come back down the next weekend, do a big presentation to the church, and it kind of became all of a sudden this mini supply chain we had of this church and the members of the congregation sewing board bags and us muling them back over the border and selling them in America, and did great things for the church community and kind of really put our business into overdrive. We're still very involved with the church down there. Every Christmas we go down there and drop off a bunch of presents for all the kids in the congregation. It's just nice knowing, you get something at a special time of the year. So go down there, give them soccer balls, dolls, little RC cars, skateboards. They are just so stoked on it. It makes me super happy and proud that this could be part of our job. So beyond just making our own mini supply chain in Mexico, we also wanted to go beyond that. We really wanted to scale up our offerings and find a way to expand on our business model. First, we decided to source certified organic, which is nice because it traces your product all the way from seed through harvesting to make sure there's no harmful dyes, there's nothing wrong with the production process, and that people are treated fairly who farm the stuff. Then we also focused on finding a fair trade certified factory. This was a much bigger challenge. This is a much more in-depth audit process where not only are the workers and materials audited, but a portion of the sales price goes directly to the workers, kind of like a commune, to ensure they're paid a living wage and to give them extra benefits besides just what they work for. So some of the factories will buy bicycles for everyone so they can get to work quicker. Some of them actually provided a daycare for all their kids to where the women could bring their kids to work and make sure they have a safe place for them to learn and go to school as they're at work. So that's really fulfilling. Lastly, we also partnered with nonprofits. Being able to make an impact through our profitability by reinvesting that into nonprofits really just makes me stoked. Right now, we've donated enough to save about 40,000 baby sea turtles through our partnership with seaturtles.org, and we've also donated enough to give 250 families clean water in Baja California through our partnership with Surf Aid. So really recommend you guys check out those nonprofits. We've already vetted them and think they're great nonprofits, and really thank you guys for supporting them as well.